Yo, Addicted to the Shoe podcast.
What it is.
Back in the building. Got my guys with me.
Yes, sir.
A very special guest, my man Jeremy, aka Strap Sneakerhead, aka.
It's on me.
We in here, filming another episode, bringing you some sneaker news, culture news, just news about anything. Even whatever we done seen in the week that just passed.
Whatever's news to us.
Right, facts. Thanks for getting my untying my tongue.
Before we get into it,
Pause, man.
Pause.
Not early today. There you go, starting off early.
Pause.
tell the people real quick what do you do?
Honestly, I got right now, I really got a brand, Homeless Trillionaire. I gotta get y'all some shirts, so y'all will have them by the next time y'all do a podcast.
Okay.
I got a tee dropping probably in the next couple weeks. YouTube is the Strap Sneakerhead. Other than that, I'm just into clothes, sneakers. That's what brought me here with my guys. It's
y'all got something in common.
Absolutely. It's like the YouTube avenue, all of the podcast stuff. We all trying to make a way, find an avenue. So I'm with it if it's gonna get everybody else somewhere different than we are today. You feel me? So I ain't into a lot, but I'm into a few things, and that's why we here today.
Yeah,
Somebody walking to the door. The door locked.
it should be.
Hold up. We closed. It's a couple. Maybe
You nerd.
They looking like
You
we
nerd.
can see y'all listening.
We closed
see-
until
yeah,
fucking
right.
12 o'clock. Like, what's up?
For those who don't know, we record at 9 out of 10 Sneaker Boutique.
After
8 o'clock after hours, motherfuckers is sleeping there. We
I've
live
been
in.
dripped up and draped out. You feel me?
And where we live at, I ain't really too comfortable with motherfuckers walking up to the window after hours. And it's
We
like-
good though.
we good.
Like, we good.
It's the name.
Yeah.
It's the day.
Yo.
How y'all week, man?
Sure.
I had a decent week.
Anything new?
I cracked FanDuel this week real bad.
Oh yeah, you definitely should.
Fucked them up.
I don't
Other
bet
than
no
that-
more. I stopped. I gave up betting. I no longer give my money to FanDuel. So
It's a scam.
I don't blame.
It's
I don't
a sham.
blame.
I thought it was a scam too until this week.
That's how they get you, bro, and then you're gonna keep.
Oh yeah, I'm
putting
off.
that shit in.
I'm
Nah,
done.
you smart
Yeah, you
then.
got to.
Yeah, you gotta quit while you ahead.
Man, I bet that free money and I ain't opened the app since.
That's what a
that
lot
was
of
the
niggas
come up.
did, though.
That was
A
the
lot of
come
them.
up at that
I
time.
know a lot of people that just.
I
put
shoulda
the
did that
whole
so much
free bet
different.
on one bet.
You had to hit
I know
anybody.
people that was
Yo.
putting the whole 200 free bet on one bet.
They had it
was
on
dumb.
no sports.
What?
They ain't no
Amateurs.
sports.
Yeah, because I was doing 10.
I was taking the boost with their free money, take the boost, get the money back, because now it's my money.
Right.
And that's getting cashed
Yeah,
out.
right.
Hitting people, yo, you want to make a FanDuel? Yeah. You feel me? Boom. I'm
That shit
running
is
it.
love.
Like,
I
yeah,
paid the referral like $50 now. I don't even think it's the same.
they
It was
not
up.
doing-
Well,
Nah,
it
it's
was
down.
100 at first.
Yeah,
it was 100.
Yeah.
100 a person.
It seemed like once FanDuel got legal in Maryland, maybe because we in Maryland.
Yeah, it could be in Maryland. Because once other states get, I know what you
That's
about to
how they
say.
gonna
Like it
start.
seemed like
But-
everybody do this shit now.
Where else is it? Is it
New
illegal?
York. Oh, illegal?
And where else
Like,
can
where
we
don't
not
they
do it?
got FanDuel?
Let's see.
type?
Yeah,
I'm not
I'll
too
take
sure about that.
Because
I felt like we was the last to get it. That's what it felt
yeah,
like.
because I said it's funny you said that because you just said the referral joint went lower,
Yeah.
so it don't seem like they would make it go lower if they still had other reasons to hit. You see what I'm saying?
I know it's this joint called Bet 365 or some shit like that. That's only out Virginia right now. That the odds on that
Only in
motherfucker
Virginia?
crazy. Yeah, hell yeah.
Crazy,
Odds on that
like
bitch.
good.
Yeah, like a nigga to get 30 points. That probably I don't know. I'm just trying to think of
It's still illegal in 10 states.
Which one?
Just
Oh,
10.
betting in general.
No,
Well, FanDuel, just FanDuel.
Okay.
So it's
You pulled up this same joint.
shit.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, that shit like a DNA.
Oh, gee.
Well, like, what's that shit called?
Oh,
What you call them table?
yeah,
Periodic
for
table.
periodic
Yeah,
table,
yeah, that's exactly what it looked like.
I said a DNA.
I do look like DNA. Oh no, DNA the little swirl shit, like a ladder,
Oh
like
yeah,
a swirl
like a ladder, like a spent ladder.
Yeah, no, you think about like.
Look, I was sitting there like, man, I ain't
Yeah,
in school in a
Think
minute.
about
I
it.
ain't
You
know,
I don't
doing
know.
I thought
nothing.
of Jimmy Neutron intro.
That might be considered Adams.
It was an Adams.
Yeah, that was Adams.
These are like that
Adams
little
are
panty
circles.
that was
That's
on
what
the
it is.
Atoms are circles. DNA is the one that goes.
No, I
into
know,
20.
but this shit was like a.
You talking
What
about?
you
Yeah, it
call
was
it?
like
You
a-
call a 6-sided. It's not
It
an
almost
octagon.
like a honeycomb on it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
with a-
Oh.
like how it, yeah.
Damn, I
Alright,
forgot- I
now
forgot
But we
the word
all
for
got
that.
different.
Yeah, because atoms are circles. Atoms are like.
Yeah, you forgot the word for. If anybody could tell us the word for a 6-shaped
That's what the
Hex
shape itself.
shape.
The shape itself is a hexagon.
Pentagon?
Yeah, the shape itself is a hexagon.
Okay.
I don't know what the name of like.
That's crazy.
All right, next week on Addicted to Biology.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just
worst
looking at
subject
your
in school.
motherfuckers like,
we
Bro,
were just
that was
talking
my
about other
worst subject in
channels.
school.
Yeah, right,
I hated that shit. I hated biology in school.
I hated that shit.
It was ass.
what would you say influenced you into like being into sneakers in general, like the jump, sneakers, fashion, all that? For me, I know it came sneakers then clothes, but
Not having. You know how you grow up, like you just in school, and I'm not saying that I didn't have, like you, like I was like, you know, dirt poor, like my people didn't listen, but you know how somebody like like I'm coming up, FUBU, all types of craziness, and it's like if you ain't have it, it wasn't like you wasn't cool, but that's what the cool people had, like the people that you saw to be, you know, kind of like, oh, they got nice stuff. That was the nice stuff back then, and it was like I told you before, anything that I didn't get coming up, I'm going to get it full force. Now that I got my own bread to kind of do what I want, but just seeing things and like, you know, coming up, watching rappers, watching all different types of, you know, athlete stuff like that. Maybe not back then, like the dress code with suits and all of that, the NBA,
right.
but
That was a crazy time period.
absolutely. They tried. They tried.
I'm at
Five.
6.
That shit was bad. Looking back at it, I know they pissed.
Like the LeBron
Absolutely.
draft.
That
suit.
shit. If you go back and look
You
at
gotta
them
watch
pictures
the house
now,
party. Like that.
Yo, if you go back and look at them pictures now, that shit don't even look real.
If you go back to look at our shit in like high school, that shit look.
We
crazy
never looked that
sometimes,
bad,
but
though,
we ain't
no.
look like that.
I
That's
can
what
go
I'm
back
saying.
and show our high school pictures now, and the worst thing I had on was a too small hoodie.
Absolutely. or just like you had on something that was too big.
Too
like,
big.
but now it's like
Not
everything
that
kind of
big,
yeah,
like
like
coincide.
yeah, it meshes
But
well.
the suits be like corny looking, you feel me?
Because of
Them
the
shits was like
shoulder
3X.
pads, it was, you know.
Nah,
Like
it
them
was
shits
just
look
3
like
to
the
4X.
fucking what's that Pump and Kanye video? I
Uh,
love
yeah.
your fucking
yeah,
face,
yeah,
some
yeah.
shit.
That-
But that's
that-
exactly
you
how
talking about
niggas
the
was
big ass
walking
suit.
around
Yeah.
though. That's exactly how niggas was walking around, looking dumb as shit.
But you know, stuff like that. It's not like, you know, here is definitely not a place where you can really walk outside and see a lot of people that's like, yo, he got it on. Like he really, you know, it's like kind of like we kind of got our own group of people that, you know, everybody know, kind of everybody deals with. You know, you're like a step away from somebody that's fresh or whatever the case may be.
Not even, yeah, I was about to say, there's a lot of shit out here now, like, that's really, he got it on, but it's a if you know thing, like, a lot of shit don't have no name on no more, like, unless it's a mirror,
Unless you know the
Valencia,
piece.
shit like that.
But that's how I distinguish, and it's a great way to segue into the question you wanted to ask. Like, what's the difference? What was the question?
Oh yeah, so shout out to let me get this right real quick. Let me bring it up real quick because I have the screenshot. So.
But not to stop you from saying that, I was just talking to somebody about that with, you know, like people that are influencers and that get fresh now. Like my homeboy was kind of like, yo, look at Barry, he look crazy. And it's like, but do you know what pieces he got on? That's the whole, that's what, he's still going to be that guy, but that's what he's doing now, I feel like. It's like, I got these pieces on, and if you don't know, you don't know. And you just gonna be on the outs until everybody else figures it out. But by then, we on something else.
Yeah,
Like, you feel me?
You get into like a rabbit hole.
Absolutely.
Like when you find something, like for example, like you find a certain brand, that was gonna lead you to another brand. It's gonna lead you to another piece. Then it's just gonna be a whole rabbit hole. That's what happened to me when I was when I first found out like Comme des Garçons.
Absolutely.
When I got into that rabbit hole, I was like, oh shit, like there's a lot that goes into this shit.
This is like it's like an umbrella, and you start finding out the things that are under.
Opened my eyes when we went there.
Yeah,
Dover
there's a
Street,
lot of
that
it.
shit open your eyes, but
Then
there's
you
a lot of shit that I would think like, damn, I wouldn't even think to wear
What's
no
the
shit
other store we
like
went
that.
to?
Oh, Bergdorf, feel me?
That
Dover
dope.
Street is
That
crazy.
so,
But Dover Street is really got my heart because it's more so like me. Like
It's almost like a
it's like
museum
Macy's
almost.
for us.
Yeah, it's almost like a
If
museum.
you got
That you
money,
can
you
buy
been to Dover
from.
Street.
Yeah.
not one time. Now I'm about to go.
Yeah,
I'm
you
about to
gotta
go
go.
to New York probably like
Yeah, you
within the
gotta
next
go.
couple weeks. So
You gotta go.
you feel me?
Shit,
We gotta go back
We gotta
before the
go
year,
back.
yeah.
Like for real. Like last time
We
we
got
went
going
to
in
New
the
York,
summer.
my
Yeah,
girl
good
sent all of
content
us.
point.
My girl sent all of us for my birthday, and I ain't even know. And that was your first time going to Dover Street too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went to Dover Street, but you know it's different. From the first time I went to Dover Street to when we went my birthday, you know they changed each floor based on the season of whatever brand is there.
I ain't
You
know
know,
that.
every season they'll close for like a week or it's like a little less than a week so they can remodel.
But what was the question?
Oh yeah, so we on our story we posted ask us a question that we want to discuss. So shout out to DMV Souls. Asked us how reselling or the difference between the shoe culture before and now, just the culture in general.
Yeah, so how do we feel like it? Like
how do we feel like? What's the difference between before and now?
So that's what. Now? So to get back to what we were saying, I thought it was a good way to segue into that because, like Nick was saying, it's like if you know type thing. Like you might see somebody with something on, but it's like, how can I put it? Like essentials now. Everybody's wearing essential sweatshoes. Doesn't mean that it's still Jerry, you feel me? But that's just that one part of essentials that
I don't think a lot of people even know that, bro.
When a lot of people don't. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know.
There's a bigger
Jerry Lorenzo
behind
Fear of God.
Absolutely.
This essentials is essentially, no pun intended, just a cheaper version of something bigger that people can get. You feel me? So to say the difference is like, and I guess I'm gonna answer that with like clothes. If you saw a Fear of God piece that you was familiar with versus, let's say, a Fear of God sweatsuit versus an essential sweatsuit, you feel me? If you knew the difference, then that kind of puts you in a group of your own. You see what I'm saying? Like if you see somebody with a Supreme whatever on and it has no Supreme branding on it, but you know it's Supreme.
But you know what it is.
It's kind of like, because a lot of nowadays people are influenced. Like we was talking about earlier, people are only really wearing what an influencer put on, what they see on their Instagram. So I think that's really what the difference is. It's like New Balance is really making a big hit in the past year or two. But before, it used to be, if you see somebody in a certain color of New Balance, it's like, oh, he know a little something. You feel me? Like, or even some Sauconys, or I'm gonna take it even further back. Asics with the Ronnie 5 Asics, man, he was bringing out, the salmon toes and shit like that. Yep. If you seen somebody with them on, you would think like, that nigga, he know what the fuck is up. Like, I'm pretty sure his closet stretched deeper than those salmon toes on his
just walking
feet.
in the store and they just sitting there like, let me get those. And
right. Y'all like those. That's the only sneaker I wear. Like, just give me that.
Or it could be that he just randomly was able to
like
get
those.
the salmon toes
right.
and got him, and that's the only shoe he wear. But that's what I think the big difference is. Now it's more so people are influenced on what sneakers to like. If you, I guess, didn't come up in a household or a community that was under sneakers already, versus when we was coming up in like 2010s and shit like that, niggas genuinely collected shoes. You feel me? Niggas was actually getting every color of 1s, 2s, 3s that came out if we was able to do that. It was a thing to say like, I got every color Jordan that he hooped in or some shit like that. Nowadays, niggas don't really give a fuck.
Oh, Jordan hooped in these?
Facts.
The fuck?
Cause what was you saying earlier about the threes, about your man?
Oh yeah, he was just like, yo, I don't, cause I'm like, yo, he didn't, something happened with his reimagines, and he turned around like, but you gotta get the reimagines. It's something that you're supposed to have, even if, and that's another side note. It's like, even if you watched the sport, you knew he played in it, so you start to look at what people really grew up doing. Like, did you really watch sports? Did you really go look at who Jordan was, what he was doing? What he was doing it in is what most of the history comes from. So it's like when he was just like, yo, I don't really need it. I'm like, bro, but they're OGs. You gotta have OGs. Like what you were saying, trying to have every 1, 2, 3, 4. And I get it. That's probably something that's crazy to do while still trying to get the stuff you want.
But that's in our world, like trying to get every fucking retro that come out with this Nike Air on the back.
Yes, like
I think that's just the difference.
That's
it feels crazy.
That's something like
crazy that you just do something on Nike Air, because I bet you ain't nobody peeped yet that all of these shoes on the table got Nike on them.
No, I did.
I didn't.
I ain't paying no mind. I was happy that they were allowed to
I
tell
did that on purpose. They were just saying 2s and 3s and 4s.
I knew. I thought y'all did that shit on purpose.
No, I really ain't know that. But like, how could you not have this? Like, why? What would lead you to say that you don't need this?
I guess somebody would not want
just
it
like
because of the yellow.
Somebody who don't live.
If I walked in the store and just seen that sitting on the shelf, no matter if they just came out or been came out, you gotta get that.
But I mean, I feel like we kind of biased because we've been living in this world forever. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's no way somebody could pick that shoe up and show it to us, and it's not gonna mean what it means.
Or you get a random FaceTime like, bro, these in the mall.
But the thing is, it's like yo, a nigga could call you and be like, yo, D's in the mall, and let's just say they not unions. You know, they just fours. No, it's no shoe up here I could pick up. I'm gonna pick these up. You feel me? A nigga call and pick these up and FaceTime you with these versus those. You're gonna go and get them.
Absolutely.
I know I am.
Every day of the week.
You feel me? So that just goes to show, like, for the shoe, it's more than just about the color. I mean, it is about the color for certain ones, but you know, when a person say, I already got a pair of threes, I don't need these. But you don't have the ones that pave the way for that pair of threes that you have in your
Like, you
closet.
know, he jumped from the free throw line. Like, you want to explain it to somebody. Like, yo, you know how many variations it is of this alone?
And
like,
I was just telling somebody the other day, you know, the only Cement 3 that came out with a Jumpman was the 2011 one. The one that when we was in high school.
Yeah, because that's all you've been seeing on the comparisons. You
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
me? And it's like, people, how do you not want this? Like, we grew up on the Jumpman. We grew up on this, like, not really. You feel me? Because it didn't really, maybe early retros. You get what I'm saying?
but we wanted it so bad.
that we made them
When
give
it
it to us.
mattered
Like,
for us, when we was in high school, and let's just say, remember when that Currency video came out, when this was after high school still. I forgot, it's You Got the Days of Thunder video. And he had these on.
yeah,
In
like,
the 2000s. But just like say
It was about to sink.
say you pulled up to school in a pair of retros with Nike Air on the back. Now that I'm thinking about it, that was unheard of when niggas was in high school. You feel me? Like, motherfucker probably would have thought your Jordans was fake.
oh, they would have.
We would have known because we was on Nike Talk, Soul Collector. We knew when he first brought these bitches out, when they first brought them out, they had Nike Air on the back. But like, I'm just sitting here thinking now, like, I would have been the fucking man if I would have had these on 2003s or something on. No,
Back then?
Back
yeah,
then,
yeah.
yeah.
Facts, yeah.
In our inclusive world, like, it would have been again, from that same subject, if you know, you know type of thing. And it's
Exactly.
like,
That's
put you
just-
on
like, cause I had got the grapes, and like
I think everything
Five.
back then.
2000, the grape fives, and like,
I got them on some wild shit.
well, I'm saying I
Somebody returned it. They
bought
said,
them.
like,
I
2
re-bought
hours
them.
that
before.
still has to be obtained.
I bought the 06 ones when I was in like 10th grade, 11th grade or something. And I was like, I'm gonna wear these to prom, but I never ended up going to prom. But when I had them dead stock for like a year and a half before.
I remember that shit.
But when I finally wore them, niggas was like, what the fuck? Like, how he got these? Like,
I wore a whole grape.
because
I
even when they
outfit
first
for
came
my
out,
shit.
niggas couldn't really get them.
That used to be
Because
another
you wore a
thing,
whole
too.
grape outfit.
Yeah,
Niggas
not
used to match.
accessibility.
Mhm.
Oh,
Niggas
right.
used to match something crazy back in the. Nah, I was saying that used to be another thing. Niggas used to like really try to match with their
Match
shit.
up, match
Yeah, I
up,
told y'all
match
niggas
up.
I used to have a fucking dumbass cartoon tee with like every shoe. I remember and when the cool gray 11s came out, I had
Didn't you had an Ed Hardy with the 67s? Wasn't that
The
shit?
Urban
That was
Outfitters
Xavier.
shorts right
He's
there.
still
Yeah.
pulling out.
definitely y'all got a great Jordan shirt,
But see, that was the
Outfitters
thing though.
shorts,
That was
man.
the thing.
but I wouldn't have wore the Jordan shirt.
Yeah, I'd have worn
But I'm
it.
just saying that was the thing though. Niggas used to buy Jordan tees back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, true.
Yeah, think about
I had to get that bitch.
I
the
just always
burgundy
bought.
fives that came with the LEs that came with the you know, with the clothes, or the do the right things with the clothes.
Oh,
so
right.
Brands
like-
back in the
Socks
day
on.
used to really make clothes when shoes was coming out.
Absolutely.
NBA
NBA
socks.
socks,
Yeah.
hell yeah. They used to be the shit, yo.
Yeah,
NBA
hell
socks.
Here's the beauty though behind like sneakers in general. Like that story, like I feel like everyone has like personal stories between shoes.
Mhm.
Like when I see that White Cement 4, I think of Do the Right Thing, the movie.
Mhm.
Like it's just like certain things, and plus like just certain shoes that remind you of high school, certain shoes that remind you of like certain events. And crazy enough, there's gonna be people that go look at the patent bread ones, be like, damn, I remember high school, blah blah. Like that's
Yeah.
gonna be their story. Crazy enough.
Down the road, that's
Yeah.
crazy. that
Yeah,
you
and it's
said
crazy
that. I ain't
you
never
said
think of
that because I it makes 100% complete sense, but I still feel like, you know, I get it. And I was just thinking about that today when I was getting out the car, and I forgot what I heard, but I was like, yo, these kids slang is just so phony nowadays.
Yo, we
Slang.
starting to
And
become
I'm like,
them niggas
is
that
it
we
because
used to-
I'm getting
Yeah,
old?
they-
No, but and I'm sitting here thinking like, am I getting old? Am I
Yeah.
just like not
Hell no.
fucking with what's
We
going
not,
on?
though.
But then I sit here and think like, nah, that shit really washed up. Like, because in a sense, we right after, how can I put it? Right before, we are nostalgia babies. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like everything that's nostalgic to us was the coolest shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? For
It's all in here. Like,
I mean, for like 90s, I'm gonna say 80s and 90s babies. You feel me? Like
We right in the
early
middle.
2000s.
Right in
You
the
feel me?
middle.
You right there where it's like now that was the coolest shit to me, and I could be wrong, but it's like it's hard to tell what now, and this is taking it outside of shoes and anything. What now is going to hold value or love in 20 years, like shoes do to us. You feel me? Like you said, patent brands, but it's like these kids don't even give a fuck why they call patent brands.
Yeah, nah, and that's the thing is that their memories are just gonna be personal memories. It's not gonna be because of Jordan wore it.
Because of events or
it might be personal.
That's so
stories,
crazy,
yeah.
bro. That's so crazy.
That's crazy because, like he said,
we're into it for different reasons. And I feel like we're always gonna be into it for that reason.
Right.
But I feel like kids now are into it just because this shit is popular. You feel me?
Yeah,
that's why I feel like
it's also like a lot of niggas go to school and you gonna see a bunch of niggas with the same shit on.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we wasn't seeing nobody with the same shit on.
When we used to camp and shit like that, that was shit that we wanted just because we seen niggas in it back in the day. Or like Jordan was wearing it, so we had to have it.
I know a lot of the shit that I wanted is because I even seen dope boys wearing that shit.
Yeah, like.
Or my sister her father was sending her Jordans from Florida. So, like, I know my retro Nikes came a lot from, like, seeing older niggas in the street, shit like that. But the Jordans, my sister, she put me on with that. You feel me? But that's kind of like, yeah, like,
I feel like we did more research as well. Like, we really looked into shit.
No, definitely.
That comes with streetwear, too. Like I was talking about earlier. You get into a rabbit hole. I feel like people nowadays aren't doing that.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. For me, yeah, I knew about a couple clothing brands and shit because of Karma Loop and just like Currency and
yo,
crazy.
Like
wow.
Everybody's going back. Right?
Yeah, that's
bringing that shit up. I used to
that
love
was my
that
shit.
though.
Karma Loop.
Sales was crazy.
I'm
You
just
could stack
copying
discounts.
Some castles, some shit that
More
niggas didn't know about. Yeah, shit that wasn't, shit that niggas didn't know about.
Millionaire Boys Club, all of that shit.
It's good to sit around people that enjoy the same things that you enjoy, so you can hear about stuff like, yo, remember this, remember that, like, yeah.
That's shit that people
Yes, I
didn't
do.
care about.
Conversations you can't really have on a normal.
Right.
And I yearn for it.
Yeah, it was clothing brands that people didn't really know about, but that was the shit in that world. You feel me? Like Diamond Supply.
There was times I used to shop in like Zoomies and Spencer's and
like,
shit.
yeah.
They used to have the
They had
craziest
everything we
tees.
needed, everything we wanted.
Like craziest tees.
That's what I was saying to Cozy. Like niggas used to really have shirts coming out for shoes. It seemed like around that time, if some True Blues came out, hella brands had True Blue looking.
Yeah, it's like the job is coming.
You feel me? Back when the hundreds was lit. If you had a hundreds tee, that was kind of like Supreme now.
Yeah,
you feel me? But Supreme was still Supreme.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I'm saying
back
like,
then too was childish.
You ain't know. You ain't know. So you did go buy this or that. Just be like, I got something out of that avenue.
And that's how like what was I saying? Like as far as the clothes and shit.
I have a question for y'all. What do you think the trend that's happening today? What do you think is gonna be like that next trend that we like?
I think it's
currently going that we're gonna go back.
Clothes, yo. I swear I do.
I meant like what we're gonna be like. Oh damn! Why the fuck did we do this? Like that trend that kind of like back like for me like skinny jeans. I didn't fuck with it. Like I fucked with it. Used to fuck with it. Now I'm just like, why'd I do that?
But that's
what do you think today's trend that we're like? Oh, why the fuck we do that?
I think y'all kind of asked the same question.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
That's
by,
a good ass question though.
It is though.
Yeah, but
like what's gonna fade or what's gonna stay or what's gonna be the mistake that we made.
But that's what I mean by we kind of we are the essence of this shit. You feel me? Like everything, we kind of already passed the bullshit stages of clothes. You feel me? With the big clothes.
I think it's low key at a peak right now.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it can really go to.
I'm literally thinking.
Because you can get icy whatever style you like. You can. It's people out here who still dressing like the 2000s, but they still look modern.
And it'll still look because we wear bigger clothes.
Just,
like
I
feel like
people just revisiting the past with their
Yeah.
clothes now. So that's why I said it got to be at a peak for them to be repeating.
Right.
Like how more outside the box can you
something
think?
we gotta think.
I think for me, I feel like
even if it's just not clothes,
it's not
what is
bad.
that
I think it's gonna be oddly shaped shit.
But I think it's the
Shit
dirty.
that's not even on each
the
side.
dirty Carhartts.
Yeah, like the zipper might go diagonal.
Okay. Go
Like I
this
already
way.
seen a nigga with like a spiral zipper hoodie for real. Like I think it's gonna be some crazy like it's gonna
Now
be
we
some,
going into abstract type.
That's like
things.
acronym.
Like you, like.
But that's not like everybody's not doing that. Like at one point, everybody was wearing former milk capris with big ass white tees
With
on
the
top.
string hanging on the side.
Everybody was doing that.
Bungee
shit.
jumping joints. Them
Maybe
bitches.
not the fit
Parachute pants.
of stuff. I feel like it always comes back, but I think the dirty like workwear shit.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna look back and be like, why are we wearing these dirty ass Carhartts? Like,
what about like Yeezy, like Kanye shit? But I still think that shit is like. I feel like
there's some good pieces that I feel like it's just gonna. I mean, just because of like I said, the fit. Like if the fit is right.
A lot of
on the
people
body,
say
it's gonna
that
look
shit like
good.
homeless though.
Oh wait, like I'm trying to think of it.
Like Da Vinci with the holes all over this shirt.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like I don't like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be certain things, but it's like
Certain
I feel like
things.
a lot of people don't wear those type of.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Like the
what is
Balenci
the
Converse,
Converse,
something
y'all
like
first
that.
came out.
Yeah, right.
The Balenci Converse, some niggas was like,
The ruined one.
yeah, they was like super fucked up.
They came out
we
some
can't
Stan
really
Smiths like that.
we can't.
Oh,
I know what you're
okay.
talking
Yeah,
about, but
they
we
was
can't
first
really
saying-
we can't really use that. I mean, I guess we can now
Like you can throw
because
them-
we in that
them
era.
red boots in there if we go
Yeah.
in there.
That's what I was about to say. To
True.
piggyback off of the
Yeah,
red
true.
boots, like aside from wearing like distorted looking clothes being like the next shit, I think also like a lot of cartoon characters they're gonna start bringing to real life. Like you could buy that fit or some shit that look like it. Like I was just about to say, imagine niggas out here. What's that?
I blame NFTs for that shit. Like,
It was
bringing
like
fucking
some-
shit to real
Bringing
life.
that
Some
shit.
shows where motherfuckers used to ride like them electric motorcycles. Tron, shit like that. Imagine a nigga got a Tron suit with some hard ass
I ride a
dump.
Tron.
I ain't
you feel
gonna
me?
lie, when you said it, I'm like, that's fire.
You
I'm
feel
just
me?
sitting there in my head, like,
Like, if I had a big go to,
Yes.
I would rock a Tron. I would rock a Tron.
That's what I'm saying. Like imagine some shit like that, or like they drop like a Sonic outfit, but it's
I was
not
saying
really
that.
like
I want
look,
the
you don't
shoes.
look like
Shit,
Sonic.
yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
Give me
look
that
like
big.
Sonic,
Give me
like,
them red
first.
shoes.
It's like cosplay, like some shit like that.
Yeah, basically, like imagine, and then
That could be the next wave though, because a lot of motherfuckers is like it's little now, but it's still a big ass fucking community. That
Yeah.
cosplay shit
Yeah.
is it's
Some-
weird
yeah,
to
there's a
people
market
now, but like as we grow, the kids now are like
you
into
go to
what
the
they're
mall
into.
and see people doing it, or just out on the street that wasn't
Regular.
seen before. Like, you know,
And I
you go
remember
to an
growing
event.
up saying,
They're gonna take
If
away
my
from
kid-
Halloween next year, though. That's
Facts.
the only thing.
But I feel like the red boot itself made that we knew where it came from, and the silhouette of it is like it's a bad idea, somewhat. But it's like if I had access and somebody gave them to me,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
put them things on.
Right.
Wear some shorts and it's like I'm outside. Like,
yeah, I would definitely
but
do it.
it's just like I think that like from what you're saying, the aesthetic. Like even if you looked at a bed brick, somebody come outside like Homer Simpson. Like you feel me? It's
Yeah.
like
But with some
Oh,
fire
but-
on their feet, you feel me? Like,
yeah, I feel like it's
a
fire.
shoe shouldn't matter. Like if everybody like it, you should have whatever you feel like look nice on with it,
Yeah.
and a shoe that you feel like fits with the fit.
Right.
If I feel good about what the fuck I got on, that's what the fuck.
That's
I
for
feel,
anything,
you feel
though.
me?
That's for
Yeah.
anything, though.
I don't give a fuck what nobody think. Like I used to always say that I don't be the first nigga to go to like stupid ass stores, Marshalls, and put a fire ass fit together. Niggas ain't gonna never know where I got it from.
I think that's
They
like
gonna
our,
commend you.
our
Like, go to-
generation thing. Like I feel like the way that we came up, like we always saw fits with the shoes. I feel like when shoes first started becoming popular, people were just wearing jerseys with it. That's it.
But like I was
nothing
saying,
really too
that's
crazy.
like-
Or big ass t-shirt.
That's
Yeah.
like what I was saying before. Like when I said I knew about brands, but it wasn't until like ASAP and Tyler came onto the scene, and
Like
Tumblr
2010s type shit.
got
that you
hot.
really wanted to
Where
wear.
I really was clicking
clothing.
hashtags and seeing
Raf Simons,
Like,
Rick Owens. type
yeah,
shit.
like what the fuck is this nigga got on? Like he's wearing this shit. This shit look crazy as fuck. What is it? And then
Yeah.
next thing you know, I fuck with the artist. So now, naturally, I'm gonna want to know what they fuck with. You feel me?
Mhm.
That's kind of how I got into Diamond Supply with.
Without
Currency.
social media, what do you think fashion would be
Damn.
at today?
That's a good question.
Horrible.
Let's take a break and come back to that question.
Yeah, that's a good
Take a
answer.
break,
Yeah.
come back, talk about
Shout out.
Shoe City closing,
Oh my god.
some other shit.
Hey, that's how we take 'em.
Progression music.
Back dropping mine, yeah, back dropping Back dropping my bitch out, she start geeking, I swear it on her. Riding around with like 3 pussy, just praying now I'm get pulled over. Cops watching but they can't stop it, this clock of shit, we still on it. Cops watching but they can't stop it, this clock of shit, we still on it. Back dropping my bitch out, she start geeking, I swear it on her. Riding around with like 3 pussy, just praying now I'm get pulled over. Cops watching but they can't stop it, this clock of shit, we still on it. Cops watching but they can't stop it, this clock of shit, we still on it. I got what you need, yeah, whatever you need. I be the one with the trees, moving the dope in and out of the tree. Niggas be hating cause they ain't like me. More motivation and stuff so they see. Pull up, bling, blow. Cartier tinted the frames now. Bitches be knowing my name now. Couple thousand on me, see the change now. Play the phone, banging out the front door. Come through, shout it, get high with me, just vibe with me, real holiday. See me play up in my city. Got the pack moving before I bust down. Cuz if he said he need a touchdown. But this man's with him, now I'm up now. The police been all in my ass, they sit in the lot that I be maneuvering in. Putting the pounds in the cellar, grabbing the cash, then I get ghost for a bit. Riding around through the city, blowing that gas. Might spend some dough on some kicks. Sales on up, but they tripping. Gotta be patient, cause the black out is a bitch. Dropping my bitch out, she start geeking, I swear on her. Riding around with like 3 pussy, just praying I don't get pulled over. Cops watching, but they can't stop it. This clock of shit, we still on it. Cops watching, but they can't stop it. This clock of shit, we still on it. Dropping my bitch out, she start geeking, I swear on her. Riding around with like 3 pussy, just praying I don't get pulled over. Cops watching, but they can't stop it. This clock of shit, we still on it. Cops watching, but they can't stop it. This clock of shit, we still on it. Fuck these niggas and bitches, I'm going in.
Tired of this Grubhub shit, bro. Shit is whack, man. It's fucking shit, man. Look at this shit, man. Some of this. That, bro. Nigga said, first and foremost, we gonna get some to the dead homies. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get theirs, cuz. Being a little stingy. Bro, I'm sick of this shit, bro.
Fuck that DoorDash shit.
Bro.
Your car smelling like pasta
That's
and
what
all
I'm
that
saying,
shit.
bro.
Go to the studio.
Bro.
That's simple. We done. Fuck this shit.
These niggas and bitches, I'm going in. When I couldn't eat, I ain't had no friends. Bitch tripping cause I can't be with her. So in turn, she gon' fuck another man. Bags drop, fetch a little cash on the gram. Look who won, fuck again. I ain't tripping, bust her down straight for the Eddie. You know I'm a businessman. Ducking cops on, switching shit. Switching spots on, catching lifts. Took his squat, he was playing big. Niggas clock running on my chips. I'm the point guard, you set picks. Might swing you something in the six. Came a long way with this shit. Remember serving downs trying to flip. Take some risks, running shit at my own speed. Started with half the OGs, then I graduated to a whole P. Pussy boys never could control me, nor stop me from shining. Meanwhile, I'm still grinding. Top shelf smoke reclining. With a new bitch, never minding. I remember when I dropping my bitch out, she start geeking, I swear on her. Riding around with like 3 pussy, just praying I don't get pulled over. Cops watching, but they can't stop it. This clock of shit, we still on it. Cops watching, but they can't stop it. This clock of shit, we still on it. Dropping my bitch out, she start geeking, I swear on her. Riding around with like 3 pussy, just praying I don't get pulled over. Cops watching, but they can't stop it. This clock of shit, we still on it. Cops watching, but they can't stop it. This clock of shit, we still on it.
Welcome back. Addicted to the Shoe podcast. We back in here. I'm getting a little hot.
Shout out to everybody that submitted a question though on our story. Appreciate y'all. Keep sending them in. We might do it every week. We might
Maryland
not.
weather for you.
Yeah,
It's gonna be cold tomorrow.
It says
Yeah.
back to 51 or something like in next week.
Oh, for real?
Next week?
50s.
Damn.
That's
I'm about
why
to get a cold.
I had
Teasing
shorts
niggas,
on.
yeah.
I had shorts on. Then I stepped outside and I was like, "Let me change these."
Teasing
That rain
niggas, the
changed
weather.
the whole aesthetic of today. It was
Yeah,
hot this
bro.
morning.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking about what we got on,
Niggas with backs out and all that.
what's everybody got on?
Back out. Ooh.
We can go. We can start your way.
Rolls or back?
I'm sorry, Nick.
Yeah, start your way.
Rolls, Steve.
But before you do that, like he said, thanks for submitting the questions and shit. I think, don't y'all think one day we should like have somebody on here
That did a question.
that did a question?
We could.
Somehow
That'd be lit.
Hell no.
Include,
We should. We
somehow
should.
include
We
the
should.
customers and like we gonna
Might
choose
do
the
that one
customer
day.
to come
But
on.
might do like a little like
I
I
think
know,
we
like
should
a-
do a best fit challenge from
yeah,
customers.
make it a little
And then
challenging.
make
type
everybody
shit.
vote.
Then
we gonna work
And
on
then
something.
that'll
Winner-
get them
winner gets to be on the
yeah,
podcast.
like,
Right,
yeah.
right.
That'd be hard. I like
Yeah,
that. I like
yeah,
that. I like that. I
yeah.
like that.
Work on something that
We're still-
start on
we're still working
Instagram
on
and
it.
then let the people choose
Yeah.
who come.
There you go.
that's the best.
I'm here for y'all.
All right,
I'm here for y'all.
Just don't be doing too much on this podcast if we get you out here.
Nick on
Get
The,
out of
the
character.
cameras can cut
Yeah,
off
nah,
real quick.
They ain't gonna cut off because I'm uploading. You come to the pool yourself. That's what we looking for.
Yeah, for sure.
That's part of the reason why we want your ass. to
Shit,
come
yeah.
here.
Bring the fools out. Bring the fools out.
Yeah, don't be
Everybody got an
offending,
opinion, you
don't
know.
be offending motherfuckers. But if you get on here and you just make a fool of yourself, that's cool.
Yeah, right.
Most nowadays people know when they make a fool of themselves, so
Yeah.
you know I ain't gonna stop you.
We can
I
start with
think some fools
the
gonna wanna
cozy
be on
shoes
there.
though. We gonna get off topic.
Alright.
Get off topic.
So I got on a controversial Tom Sachs. Shout out to
Oh,
the
man.
shoe, but you know, right now Tom
I
Sachs is
hope
wilding right now.
you ain't on that. Hope you ain't on that.
Nah, hell no.
It's like, nah.
Nah, Tom Sachs, I ain't gonna
You
lie.
heard about
this-
it, right, Cozy?
Tom Sachs. Yeah, he
Yeah.
on some
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he wilding right now.
What did he
He's
say?
smart.
I don't want to be the one to say I don't know exactly what's going on.
So,
y'all
basically,
might as well go
Making it a
ahead.
little too friendly to his
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long story
yeah.
short,
Oh.
he's just being creepy to his
He's a
employees.
little too
Yeah,
horny in the
yeah.
workplace.
Oh, all right. Hornball. I got
So
you.
it's allegations. I'm not sure. I don't even know the technicalities. Of it.
Nike ain't cut him off yet. So.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like
You know,
waiting
they-
for it, like, see what their decision is. But it hasn't been too
Yeah,
like.
keep quiet.
It wouldn't even
But it
take
might
a
be
week.
that-
Like
might still
that.
be
It's kind
that.
of fucked up though.
Yeah.
I'm
how-
thinking that too.
That's
though.
all it might be, though, too.
That's
why
what I'm
I said
saying. But like
keep
that's why
quiet.
it's kind of fucked up how they're
And
pushing it down.
And they had a shut up
On
and dribble
Tom.
type situation.
Let's talk about it. He should, if that's what it is, because if it was one of us, where would we
And
be?
even if it
We'd
was
be out the door
even-
regardless
Even
of
if it
what
was
you
an
mean.
allegation.
Yeah, an allegation. Or
Canceled,
they'll
like
pull you
Kanye.
away. They're not going to continue to
When
drop
he
certain
said
Kanye,
things.
Kyrie.
Before he said that crazy shit, like before he took it too far, that's what Adidas did. Like,
Mhm.
like they're like, well, they kept it on for a while, but then eventually like snipped.
No, once he said
Tom?
something about the Jews, that's when they was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
that's
it.
reasonable. But
Yeah, that's
I'm saying like in general, I'm pretty sure it's
so
happened
many
before.
phone
before
calls
Kanye.
from them high up, so people
Got
might.
you.
Mhm.
I will stop investing in this.
Get
company
That
right
nigger
now.
off the board!
That's right.
We made that nigger. Like, we get him out of here, too.
But and low key, he ain't make Adidas, but he definitely Adidas is definitely
he
feeling
brought
that.
them
Yeah,
a long way,
absolutely.
He
yeah.
definitely feeling that hit.
Absolutely.
Before we get into that, let's go. My man right here.
Oh,
What you got on?
these Adidas
The Grinchies?
forms, the Grinches.
Grinchies. It's Christmas already.
Yeah, I had them since then. I just, certain stuff you just got sitting there like, let me put this on today. But these are actually cool.
What's those
Nah,
pants?
fuck with those.
These are Cody Phillips and Minimal collab. Cody Phillips, I believe.
Yeah, Cody Phillips.
These are their pants. I actually got these on sale. We was all tripping off of it in the store earlier. These was probably like 80, 90, 100 retail. I'm not too sure, but I got them for $30.
And then the cream on top.
The Primo on top.
I see you.
I just got this.
It's a new joint,
Just-
right?
Yeah, I was gonna wear it inside out because it was raining. I thought the rain was gonna ruin the green.
You
but
can wear inside out too.
yeah, I was
Oh, that's
geeking, but
tough.
it's still a tag in the back. That was kind of odd to me, but
They do that with all.
What's
of
on the
them.
other side?
it's black, but it's like a contrast stitch. So the
Oh,
inside
okay, the
is
inside got the same. Yeah.
So it's black, but
the inside is black.
Same material?
Yeah, I know. It's like
I got you. I got you.
You feel me? And the box will go right there too. So
Cool.
That's
Oh,
tough.
it flipped back to the other side, but yeah.
Nice.
I had to sell my last box logo to y'all actually, and I don't know if these mine or not, but it's like so
that's my side. They
I
might.
ain't gonna-
that's
Oh.
how we feel.
I didn't even
but
get to break down my fucking Stussy shirt. Rick shorts. That's all I wanted to say. I gotta tell him it's Rick. I gotta say
I
something.
like the Rick
I gotta
shorts.
tell him
though.
it's Rick.
Yeah.
I saw a meme that was like, oh man, I gotta say that shit. It was so funny. It was like people that wear Rick, and it was like something like I gotta announce this shit basically to everybody.
That's
They got-
basically like the real you made for the store.
Yeah,
Rick?
yeah.
Where's Rick?
They be fucking annoying.
Niggas
I'm
trying to push
annoyed.
me out the way.
Everybody not ready for Rick. Yeah,
Man,
good
all you
Rick.
got is Rick
Everybody not
shorts
ready
now,
for.
though.
Nah, I got pants too.
You still got a pen? Oh.
Yeah, I sold the shoes though.
The subtle flexes, y'all not even.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
like,
I'm saying.
no, I got pants too. I got pants. I like it, yo.
What you got on, Cody?
Everyday wave runners. You feel me? I love these joints. Suede starting to look a little.
They cool.
They cool.
Yeah, they
I guess I want never
I
pad it up.
seen, man.
They clean it in
Right,
there.
I seen it.
Yeah,
I seen
clean
a
it
lot of
in
pairs
there.
today.
Yeah.
13.
And you told me you wear them every day. Ain't no way
Not
every
every day,
day. I
but
got you. I know.
This why.
Rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With jeans.
I got these from Zara. Off-white shirt, 2013. And that's it.
That's a good time period.
More subtle flexes, y'all.
Urban shit. Urban?
Yeah, this came from Urban.
It's like an urban
Flannel.
piece.
It's a good color though.
Absolutely.
Nice and thick.
Yeah, fuck with that.
Kyle.
God, what you got?
Yeah.
Witherspoons. I got these when they came out, I believe.
I
I
remember
don't
saying just
remember if
passed
I paid
too.
resale or retail.
No,
I
I
can't
got them
remember.
from fucking Nike Fame. Remember I put you on with the nigga?
No.
You don't remember the nigga?
No.
The nigga on Instagram was selling them early. You got them bitches for like 500.
Okay,
I
well,
remember that shit.
he put me on. I got them business for $5. Supreme socks. These Vans shorts actually.
For real?
Yeah, Vans
I
shorts.
thought it was Nike.
Yeah,
too.
I thought so,
I just
too.
looked
I was
down. when
looking.
you
I was
talking
looking.
about this.
I was looking for some Nike joints and I couldn't find them, so I was just like,
They got
fuck it.
Nike shorts that color though.
Yeah.
I couldn't find them at the time, so I just brought these and just threw these shits on. And the Barry's hoodie. Where the fuck did I get this from? Might have been Grail. a couple years ago or whatever. And what you said this was Brooklyn?
It's Brooklyn Dodgers.
Yeah, Brooklyn Dodgers.
It's
Brooklyn Dodgers. And that's it.
That's crazy. That shit, you didn't even know that.
I did, but I just couldn't. I don't watch baseball like that. I just knew it was like a classic fit.
But the Brooklyn Dodgers don't exist anymore.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know.
What you got on, Nick?
Emmanuel.
Is it Nicholas?
Strict Emmanuel.
Man.
More subtle flexes. Like,
Boston.
Oh, the hat. I didn't know
Hurt
The
that.
hat is
Flame
DE
sauce.
too.
Yeah.
I didn't peep that until we was walking back from the store. I said, "Oh, he didn't play today."
Here's the thing about Nick though.
Union Force.
Always got the
Supreme
color
socks
points
like
on.
my man.
Colors on point. Every color he has on matches with
He
something.
showed you his grade 5 outfit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's been doing this forever.
Mr. Put that shit on.
Try, yo. I'll be trying.
Put that shit on.
You gotta take it serious though. If we don't take it serious, nobody else gonna
Nobody
take it
is,
serious.
right.
You feel
Facts.
me?
So now back to Tom Sachs real quick. I just want y'all opinion on this. What do you think is gonna happen to the shoes, the GPS and the other Tom Sachs? What do you think is gonna happen if he gets cut off?
She gonna go down. I don't
Go
think
down?
they gonna
I think he's gonna go down for the specific reason why he got cut off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
Because
feel me?
it's
I don't
just-
think he's
it's-
Kanye.
because-
I don't think
yeah,
people
'cause he-
give a
he's just
fuck
being
that
creepy.
much.
It's
yeah,
just-
yeah, he
Yeah.
being
It's an
creepy.
old white guy being creepy. It's just
Yeah.
He
So that's
old.
gonna just fuck him up.
yeah, he's old.
Yeah,
He's
old.
I don't even know how old he is, but he has gray hair and shit. Like, he's old.
It's great head.
And he inappropriate at work.
Yeah, and it's crazy how like
I don't
not a
think-
lot of people know
I don't
about
think
what's
it-
going on.
yeah.
That's crazy.
No, and that's why I said I was like, I didn't want to be the one to be like, yo, what happened? I know something happened. I just didn't know exactly what something happened. Because
But-
nowadays it's like a lot of kiddie stuff going on. So I assume that's what y'all was about to say.
Nah,
But it's just a workplace. So it's like, you can't do that either, bro. Like,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's like Nike's kind of like keeping it on the hush, low key.
because I want them brown ones.
That's why I said it might be that.
Yeah.
Oh, it
might
is
be.
that.
It is that.
Because it's like, think about it. Think about how long the internet span is. Something happened for 1 week, next week, you might have somebody talking about it if it's something like off
Every
the
week that
board,
shit
but
done.
yeah, it's
They
gone.
put out
So
there
it's
what they
like,
want us to see.
Mhm.
Keep out there what they
Speaking
really
about
want us to see.
people
Absolutely.
that cut ties, I'm pretty sure I heard this right. Demna, the creator or the creative director of Balenciaga I think he just got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got fired. And they were saying,
I ain't know nothing about
they said
that.
Kanye was like, I said that didn't really get a lot of coverage.
Yeah, it didn't.
But when I first seen it, I seen like people were attaching that to
Low key,
like
big deal for
people
Balenciaga.
saying like Kanye, God don't play about Kanye and shit like
Yeah,
that.
because he
Making jokes
What?
about
I
it
ain't
and
gonna
shit.
lie, Demna's been there since 2016 and he's been carrying Balenciaga. Like his designs and the way that he markets them. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen with Balenciaga now, but I don't know where Demna's
so
going.
if he leaving, that Asics Balenciaga not really happening no more.
I'm not even sure.
Cause got to get up heavy for that goal.
I know the Supreme Balenciaga not happening no more.
Come on.
I didn't know
Oh, yeah,
that.
they
about-
canceled
But think
it.
about this.
They had it on talks. They had it in talks and they.
And
They
they got,
had
it got
that-
pieces. You didn't see the
Yeah.
the little,
Yeah, it's already finished, but they can't. Like I know they
Supreme
canceling, but
Balenci?
think
Balenci
Balenci had those that stuff happening too. But then a week later, it was left alone. People burning their bags, clothes, all that. And then a week later, nobody was talking about it. And now he get fired, but it's under the rug to the point we don't know what's going
And
on.
it's like, what was Balenciaga before Demna? Kind of whack. Nobody was rocking that shit.
It
Until
was
like,
what was them
later.
shits called that Pusha T and them was wearing in the
The
versus
Balenciaga
video.
Arenas?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
remember them?
Yeah.
The ones that
Basically
stain your
that.
socks.
It's like Giuseppe's.
Yeah.
It gives me the same vibe as Giuseppe's. That's what I'm saying. I'm scared for Balenciaga.
I ain't
Unless they
even
steal
lie,
his
yo.
designs.
I always said I'm about to wear my arena sometime soon, yo.
You still
That's
got 'em?
crazy.
I mean, you
I
still
got a
can bring
pair
shit.
of Browns all suede pair.
Oh sweet.
Like doo-doo brown. Like,
Yeah, he probably weak.
nah, I'll show it to you with the fit I had on your
I need to
like
see
that.
them. Yeah, I need to see them.
He said, "Hold up,
I got
got
that
you."
fit, I got it.
Sweet, cause I only liked the leather ones. Leather black.
I used to like Margellas. Remember the low cut ones? I forget what they was
and then
called.
like
They
vagina
called, like-
lips. That's what I
I
call
mean-
it. Vagina lips.
Oh, you talking about the camel
They
toe?
still cool though. Like I would still
They
go
look
get
like
a pair of
Soulja
them
Boy.
on
The
Judges.
silver
Like,
ones.
You know
No,
what I'm talking
you're
about?
iridescent
talking about the
joints?
Absolutely, there's a bunch.
Yeah.
I see
I used to
those.
fuck with those.
We in
I
certain
still
areas
if
right
it,
now.
depending on the price.
I want a white pair.
Yeah, depending on the price, I probably still would buy them.
Yeah.
They call
Don't you got
replicas.
the
That's the ones I'm
low
talking
cut
about.
ones?
Not Margellas. I have Rafts. I don't have Margellas though.
You got
Oh,
all
Oh,
of
he is funny, bro.
I think
Hey,
that's
yo, it's like I like it. Yeah, like I got raps. Like
nah, I think that's what you think I had. You're thinking of that I have that's
Probably.
similar to it.
Right.
I want Margellas. I want the replicas. I don't have.
Yeah, replicas. I would
Yeah, that's what
definitely.
they
In my archives, I'm pretty sure.
But now that I'm sitting here thinking about a suede arena, it's fire. You got the right pair of pants. Like
You still have your arenas?
You always do this to me. Every episode.
You know
What? episode we gonna put on the screen with Nick show.
Every episode.
We gonna get banned.
If I open Instagram, I just
BOTD.
every episode.
BOTD.
It don't matter who.
Video today.
Yo, God.
Yo, we could really make that a segment. Like
Nick's phone.
every week, either I'm looking at the phone, and it don't even be intentional. Nigga just open up Instagram, and you just see a nigga face like. Then the nigga just not even like, damn.
And he messed your whole mindset up.
Nigga right next to you.
Fucked him up.
Damn, yo. Cheeks everywhere. That's what Instagram is. House of cheeks.
But it's messed up because it go by algorithm. So
Yeah.
It's like,
algorithms
you know,
all
you know,
what
like-
we look
Yeah.
at.
But it used to not
No, it
be
kinda
like
tells
that.
you
I'm like, if I
something.
like hella ass, I ain't gonna always see it.
It
But
kind
now
of
it's
tell you something
like,
about yourself.
Damn.
I went to something else.
I
Fuck
go,
it.
right, I go to
Funny.
my explore page.
Oh damn, I fucked the mic up.
He said, "Show me a speaker. Show me something."
You gotta stop liking it. That's what it is. When you
I
keep
think
liking
I-
shit, it's gonna keep
All right,
putting
before we
it
get to the arenas, this used to be one of my favorite fits.
What they call
Them,
again?
I forget what them was.
They Valentinos.
Valentinos.
No, they Balenci's
Oh,
too.
for real?
They the Balenci's that.
Oh, the runners, the first
Yeah,
runners.
yeah, the first runners.
Y'all are on a heavy designer
You see?
flex right now. I just want
See,
y'all
I
to
never
know
got
that.
into
I like
that.
it.
Nah,
You
that's
see it real
just some
quick?
show shit. Oh, this was. Alright, this was before niggas knew about Helmut Lang too. That's a Helmut Lang hoodie. You can't even tell. I love shit like that. Like you'll never know what it is.
Yeah.
See, back to this.
I'm gonna tell you the only reason I got
Subtle
it.
flexes are like the
They
best
told me it was
ones.
$325.
That's
I said for a hoodie.
Oh, let me
I
get
said,
that.
does anybody really buy this brand? It was like, nah, not really. I said, but it matched these perfect. I think I just get it for real.
Nigga
Ain't
was
no
a
way
child.
it
Genuine. That's a genuine like. Damn, I like this.
I
hoodie.
gotta have something that other people don't have. That's
Yo,
that's like kind of the world we live in anyway.
They not bad.
And that was my first time wearing a Louis belt. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying.
And that's
Yo,
another era of
Nick-
belts.
That was my most
So it's
expensive
like,
fit.
Yo,
How long
Nick
was some-
pre-beard is like, that don't even.
Yeah, I used to love that. Just this.
Yo,
I used to
Nick
always cut this.
pre-beard.
Yeah, goat's tea.
You ain't gonna hold up. You ain't gonna be able to
Different
zoom in.
person.
Go ahead, though.
Yeah, they don't even look like you right now.
Nigga look like
Skinny
you,
as shit, right?
look like you wouldn't even wear a beard.
It's
I
like, how
wanna
you grow
do
that
this,
shit?
but my shit gonna look like a 5 o'clock shadow now.
You can't
Like,
do it
no,
now.
can
You
do
look
it
like
now.
a pedophile.
I was just ready to
Doing
say
that
that.
You cut your shit
Damn.
now.
And
doing
yo,
that shit.
if you got facial hair, if you
I be
go on
cutting
the
my shit
street,
down.
and
I'm
it's no
joke-
disrespect to nobody, you gonna look like you touch kids.
I'm
And that's
joke-
just how
It's
the
a funny
face
joke.
is too smooth.
It's a funny
to
joke.
be in human
Yeah,
society.
but I remember my brother. I remember Corey cut all his shit off. My
You
brother
gotta
cut
leave
all his
something.
shit
I
off.
be doing that shit sometimes.
Nah, if I do it, I'm
Nah,
gonna
he
look
ain't
like
That shit
shit.
don't be looking like nothing. Niggas don't be looking at me no type of way.
My brother
think
cut
I'm
all
gonna
that
wear
shit
it
off
with
and
no
came in the
facial
room.
hair.
and
I
I'm
would
like,
never do
who the
nothing. I be
fuck are
having
you?
That's like the
Nigga.
nigga. Don't you know the video? Where
Go
he
to
said
sleep
if the
and
shit
start
was
over.
reversed, when motherfuckers' shoes go
I'ma
up in
come in this
price,
bitch
and
with
said we
nothing.
need more money back.
Yeah.
The nigga that had the dreads, yo, that nigga don't got no facial hair on his
Nah,
face.
Cut it off.
I don't think he even cut it off, but it looked like it, but it don't. Like it looks so. I ain't gonna lie. I should just pull a video up.
He said, so
You
it's like
seen
at
the
a
video.
length where it look like it don't grow. It's
You
just
seen-
there.
It don't be. I mean, it ain't there though. Ain't nothing there.
Nah,
But it don't look like you cut
I
it
be
in.
shaving my shit sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. That shit don't be looking like nothing though. I don't feel like people really associate me with my facial hair.
Nah, you notice it when it's gone though. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what
you'll
the fuck?
notice.
I look weird as shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, before around the time though, we ain't talk about Shoe City closing. Y'all hear about that shit?
Yeah.
On
on
that
Big
saw
too.
it.
And the other thing is, I know y'all heard about this crazy crap that's going on, but they about to make a new Cash App and
Oh,
get rid of
yeah.
Cash App.
And smoked them the night before they announced it.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, listen to the name though.
I don't like nothing about that. I ain't about
They
to
gonna-
sit
I didn't
in
have
the-
a whole-
Anything
wicked.
fed is a no-go.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I done heard
Say
hella
it now,
conspiracy
bro.
theories about that.
Yeah, nah, they smoke
You
it.
heard about the Cash App dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, all night.
Because imagine if, like, they changed the currency.
Got stabbed to death.
We got stuff in here
Yes,
that's
sir.
dominated by U.S. currency,
Yeah,
right?
because
You feel me?
they was tired
How-
of not being able to control the cash apps. Like,
Exactly.
you can't control it because like it's not gonna be tracked down by like taxes, like nothing. So it's like they're like, nah, we gotta take over this shit because that's what it is now.
Right now.
Oh, I could pause like that. All right, bet.
What we looking for?
I'm about to show you a nigga with no facial hair. Tell me.
When I get to that part of the video, damn, what y'all think about that Shoe City shit though?
I feel like
They sell some ass shit.
Oh,
You feel me?
I never
Like
ran
all
that.
of them women's heels.
Yeah, I
They
was
should have never inquired in buying shit like that. Or all them women's clothes.
that nigga right there.
No. He
That
got
was
facial.
corny
They
too.
did have some bullshit. Now that I'm saying, think about it. That was like the weakest shoe store.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
They just had a good jingle.
Yeah, Shoe City.
This
New
nigga.
City.
And they let it go. Why? Like,
It's really
No facial.
But I never seen him before.
Yo, you gotta see it in person.
So
It just looked weird. It looked like he cut it, but if you see it, like I don't think he
Like a
cut
5
it.
o'clock shadow.
No, it's nothing there. Like it's just
It's a
completely
bald
bald.
face.
Like
A ball.
everywhere. Like no mustache, no none of this, nothing.
No potential growth.
But he not even in the military, nothing like that.
Damn.
You're just naked.
he just choose to have a bald face.
I don't know.
Like it look like this girl just slapped me in the face. You feel me?
Yeah, you ain't got nothing to protect you. I don't even really.
Protect you.
Shit.
But no.
Don't say, don't put his fist. He
I
said,
always got something
Shit.
to protect myself. You
he
feel me?
said, I beats bitches
Oh no, I ain't say all
without
that.
saying it.
Jesus.
I just put the block up. You turn it into
Nigga said
crazy.
no.
Yeah.
Nigga said the block. This is the block.
Yeah, like,
This is
stop
the what's up.
Hell no, this I'm scared. You feel me? I'm like,
You had
this
the
is
fist. Not the. This is the equal
Hell,
playing
Remember,
ground.
remember we was on the train and shit?
The tape
That's
back.
exactly
Yo.
what he did that day.
What happened?
That day,
He was drunk. We was
He
on
did
the
like
train
this,
in New
though.
York. He did
Oh,
some
yeah.
shit.
I
Yeah,
got
he
this.
did
I
some shit
got it on
like that.
video. He was
He like,
like,
no,
sleep like this on the
no.
train.
You don't remember that?
And Kyle was like this, and you was like,
Oh yeah, we. How you remember that?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to remember what happened.
I touched
you was
you. I
drunk.
just hit you.
Sleep on the not sleep.
Bro, that
That was like your first reaction. You was gone. First reaction.
So
You put
nigga
his
wasn't
hand.
swinging on me. You feel me?
Hey, yo, hold, cause then I
Right, yeah.
could kind of. That might not be my
Well, not
stance.
ain't
but
that.
I'm
If I
prepared.
go like this first and I ain't really up and I feel another hit, all right, you gotta get your
Yo,
ass up
please,
now. Yo, hold up.
Please
Something's
enter that
going
video
on.
right now. Like, please. You gotta put that video in the front of this
Yeah,
podcast.
I got the video.
Yeah,
That shit
we
was
was
so
busted
funny.
that night.
Yeah.
Before we went to the break, what was the question?
Oh, so the question of the day is, where do you all think fashion will be without social media?
We gonna put
On BD.
Yeah, funny as shit.
But would it really be thumbs down or would it be
Not
good?
for us.
Because what we was wearing, like, I ain't gonna lie, my peoples was putting me in like polo and shit like that.
Yeah.
I feel like we would still be really wearing polo.
I feel like we were fine with our generation would have been fine without it, without social media like that. Because I feel like our parents and stuff like that kind of like dressed us, and we kind of had our own sense of
It
style.
was
through our
already
parents.
established.
You feel me? Our parents, our friends, and shit like that. But
Once the
now,
internet took over, people started creating their own lanes.
Yeah,
and
That's what I was- I feel like that. Well, go ahead.
no. I'm just saying, like right now though, without social media, I don't know what the fuck people would be wearing. Like,
I just feel like it's a competition thing now. Like with social media being involved, like
it's
there's
a money
motherfuckers
thing.
out here. Yeah, that's what I was
It's
about
a
to say.
money. Yeah.
There's ways more people could get money now. Like
Yeah.
it's more money out here. I mean, it's about to be worth less, but there's more money out here, so motherfuckers is buying more expensive shit.
Mm-hmm.
So all of the shit that motherfuckers was wearing that was cool and wasn't all that expensive, they looking at people like that now, like, oh, don't nobody wear that shit no more.
Because it's not expensive.
Just because it's not expensive, you feel me? Like you see somebody out here in an all Louis fit, everybody on 'em.
I'd be like, this nigga country as shit.
I come outside in a New Balance fit.
He not getting it like
That might be like you saying. That's like
That's
how it would be.
the worst
Yeah.
You come out
stereotype.
in
Yeah,
all
it is
Nike,
though.
it's
And
the
that, but
worst.
that's just how the mind
But I was
works,
about,
you
I ain't
feel
gonna lie,
me?
I want to do that this summer for real. Like I really used to be on Nike heavy for real when I was working at Foot Locker.
But
I
the
want
thing,
to go back straight to Nike for real.
It's
like,
crazy,
all
though.
Nike.
because you know a lot of niggas in Florida and shit, they still look at Ralph and Polo and shit like that shit is
Yeah, like
top of the line.
Yeah, because they're like
it's
top
certain
dogs.
states for real. I will say that it's certain states.
like
Some
certain
states
places.
say that they.
But for Baltimore,
That's
I-
another thing too.
to
Yeah.
be honest, if we ain't had
Yeah.
social media, I think Baltimore. I think we probably would have came up with our own shit.
Yeah, like niggas was wearing polo shirts,
Niggas
with
had-
Gucci shoes.
I feel like every
Niggas was
city
wearing-
had
Yeah,
their
the
own
disconnect
shit.
was
Yeah.
was there, but we didn't know that it was a disconnect because
Yeah.
that's all we knew. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I
Right.
seen somebody else do this, so
Like nobody
That's not what
nowadays
it
will
is.
wear designer belt with like True Religion. Not really designer. Like you would look at somebody
no
like that now,
no
like
more, because it was at the time
Yeah.
because of
I
the
was
price
just talking
point.
to somebody about this shit earlier. True Religion.
like,
Like how
a
that was
Louis
like the
belt
most
with shoes
expensive
on.
shit
Like,
That was
back in the day.
But that shit sound. It do sound weird, a Louis belt with shoes on.
you feel me?
But I'm saying like,
That shit was really the thing back then.
10 years ago. You had on Louis and True Religion. You was
Yeah.
the man.
Yeah.
Like you
but,
was one
but
of
I
the
would
ones.
put some
A
shoes
classic
on.
fit
but
polo
I'm not
tee,
gonna
not the
put-
slim fit, not the
Classic
slim
fit.
fit.
like the Nike boot fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But the thing is, I would
no,
put
the classic fit polo tees
I thought you
instead of the
talking
slim
Oh, you
fit.
talking about? I thought you still talking
Some with
about
the
I'm talking
regular
about the
size
horse up here.
t-shirts.
Post up here or the
Oh,
bottom?
no, it's still at the
It's
bottom.
still at the
but-
bottom. It's just not the slim
It's
fit
just the
t-shirt
regular-
that people wear now. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A little bigger.
Mhm.
Oh, y'all talking
Or the
about the baggy
V-necks.
joints.
A little bit more edge
Yeah.
to it.
I used to
And
wear the
then-
V-necks. I ain't even gonna lie.
That
to
was
you.
that
a little
time
flow,
though.
a little flow to
Yeah,
it.
we still in
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah, you see
period.
somebody with a V-neck now, you can look at him like, oh nah.
Yeah,
Well,
that
like,
nigga,
I
that
just
nigga
went to
deep.
Florida.
He steals.
For Christmas, I went to Florida, and you know it's outlets and all that down there. My parents live down there, so I go in Neiman's, and I'm like, damn, these true $60? Why not? You feel me? It's
Right,
like just
right.
cause, like,
Yeah.
and I get on the internet like I'm about to bring this back playing, and you know people like, yo, I was just thinking about that. It's like, oh, you was thinking about it because I just said it. Why you ain't just go?
You was thinking about it until
you thought somebody would crack on
Yeah,
you.
you was
feel me?
thinking about it alone.
Yeah, it's like
now that somebody's in the thing, now it's like, yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
why
would
you
even
always gotta
do that.
express your thoughts. Like they say, that's the saying. Express your thoughts.
Yeah.
There might be hella people that's thinking the same shit. Like, oh, let's all do it together then. Fuck it.
Mhm.
And just because you said it, that make you the first nigga to do it.
Yeah, and it's like I was sitting there like, damn, well, I might as well go ahead and start doing different stuff. And you gotta think
Got to, bro.
a brand like that lost their whole luster. Now you can go get a 70% off sale, 50%
I'm
off
trying to tell
sale.
you, if I go get
Like,
if I go get a nice pair of shoes that fit, and put one of my BB Simons on with it, and a nice fit or something, niggas
you
is
burnt
gonna,
that.
Yeah.
But that's the new. I feel like that's the new avenue. Like we gonna sit here and be like, "Yo, you got the BB on, you got the True." You gonna look like
Just 'cause the
Jewels
look, yeah.
or Wayne from back in the day.
day.
But it's like, I think it's more. Are we going more for aesthetics now? Like, oh, that looks like this from. You feel me? Like you said, nostalgia. Like. If a
think that's
female
it.
go put that outfit on, they can't see the picture I'm looking at, but they're the leader. When females go do that, regardless of who do it, that's fire every time.
Yeah, right.
Like every time.
If
like,
if it's an occasion, like if you on Twitter and there was a party and a chick,
Mhm.
you see a chick had that on, no
She
matter
got
what,
it.
even if she just got a picture
the
of that,
same
she,
thing.
yeah.
You like,
She
yo,
that. She
that
that.
was it. Like
Yeah,
that's
she
it.
killed it.
And it's like,
I think
Yeah.
I think a pro would be like if social media didn't exist, it would be like it would leave like the tastemakers to actually buy shit that they
Truly
like
like.
without
Mhm.
the influence. So people that are naturally gonna be the tastemakers are gonna, you know, go to the mall, like whatever's near them and like whatever, like they're gonna pick out what they actually like without any influence. That leaves the natural biters. They're gonna be a product of their environment, and they're gonna see that, and that's what's gonna become hot in Baltimore, whatever area they're from, without social media.
Yeah, like MySpace days, I ain't gonna lie, I used to have that shit on, but I wasn't even taking a picture and everything.
Yeah,
You feel me? Like, you might go out in public and
Yeah.
like,
People, I
you know
like
what I'm
your
saying?
outfit.
Like an Easter party, the Armory or
But it's
something.
like
you
we've
feel
been
me?
It's
trained.
Sunday,
If you
that's
got
where
it
you
on,
been.
people are gonna naturally bite
Kitty
it.
disco.
Naturally.
mhm.
Yeah.
And
It's like we've been trained to like show off. It's like a part of life now. Like we not you might not even be the type of nigga to show off, but because social media is life nowadays, sad to say, it's like even if you don't do social media, you're just more inclined to post a picture or a piece of your life, even if it's like
Just something.
because it's like and it's like say you that one person, the one nigga who always got dressed, whatever the case may be, and you don't do social media, but just one day you decide to post a bit social media, and you get hella attention. That is gonna be the start of that person's Instagram journey or whatever you want to call it.
I'm posting.
You feel me? That's gonna feed them. Oh, I'm posting now. Every time I put a fit on, I'm posting now. I'm posting. For the person, that's for the person who didn't really do Instagram. But then you got people who are on Instagram and who want to be that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times, the people who are that are the ones who don't even try that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, cause I don't be having a lot of designer and shit on that I think people dick eat, but I see me put a fit on and then I see somebody else put something on and I'm like, yo, ate that up. Why they not dick eating him? You feel me? You feel me? That's a nice fit. You feel me? And it ain't no design or nothing. But I think it got a lot to do with the person at the end of the day.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. There is certain people out there that be like, you'll see them wear a shoe and be like, all right, he ain't do that right. I gotta do that right. So
Yeah,
I
right.
feel like that come where a little bit of the competition come from.
And
too.
it's a lot of shit that I could see somebody else on and I'd be like, I couldn't do that. They be like, that fit is tough, but I couldn't put that.
That's just
fit
not
on.
you. Yeah.
Here's the con that
Some
I feel
people
like,
don't know that boundary.
Yeah, I think
It sound
I
like
ain't know that sound worse than it really probably should have. Like,
it's
it's really a box though.
Yeah, that's what I was
like,
gonna say. That sound like somebody
Who you think?
Oh, I really want to think about nobody
We
in
fucking
general,
with you.
but some people generally don't know the boundary of, damn, that shit look hard on him.
But
It only took one time for me in my life She be like, that shit look hard on him. Go buy it and put it on, then it don't hit the way you think it gonna hit.
And you be like,
now you like, oh no,
yeah.
I do what I do now.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Like I'm a
fuck that.
fucking clown, but trying to be like
but
him.
try, exactly. I will never be a
wasted
clown
my
again.
motherfucking money.
I would never be a clown.
So the only con that I like was thinking about during that question, at least fashion wise, like no social media, would be like social media has exposed us to so many brands in general. So it's like it's gonna be hard to be an actual individual if you like don't go through that rabbit hole. Everybody has their journey.
It's like nowadays, like bro, without that, I feel like a lot of brands that's coming out now, nobody's really. I mean, the cost of living is just higher than back in the day, but nobody is like selling reasonable shit no more. Everything is high end damn near now for real. Like there's no regular shit you could really go out there and get.
That's why I said it's a money thing. It's
everything is like a money move now.
I think,
for real.
but I think in the grand scheme of things, it is a money thing. But for me, it's always looking nice thing and different shit. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of motherfuckers out here who will spend top dollar on this, that, and that's their same 5 fits for that month. Then they go get another.
And you
5.
know you're gonna see them in it again. And it's like,
Nope.
bro, you could have went a more feasible route and been really fresh instead of having a bunch of piece items that cost a bunch of money. And you took yourself out.
Cause it's like my shirt. I don't remember how much this shirt was, but you know, I don't remember the last time I wore it either. But I know it was way more than my jeans, maybe 2 times more than my jeans cost. But I'm not about to go out and try to get some jeans that cost the same amount as my shirt because
just because you got that
just
shirt
because
on.
you got the shirt.
No.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
always do that
Exactly.
shit.
No,
You
so
got to.
a fit hack is to go if you're gonna get something that shows the brand. You feel me?
Make that the piece.
Make that the piece,
main
and then make them up. Make niggas wonder what kind of jeans you got on. Make them wonder what kind of socks you got on, belt or whatever, some shit like that. I think that's how I get away by just looking good.
Absolutely.
My whole fit I got on all retail except the shoes. But I really got them even for a steal.
And see, that's the thing. I think a lot of people kind of base like what you have on to like how much they think about the resale value of whatever you have on. Like a person will look at you and think like, oh, you paid X, Y, and Z for that hoodie because it's that.
It's like, nah.
Oh, you paid this amount because it's these jeans.
That's the thing. It's just all surface level. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's all people look at is surface level.
Everything.
Because I can tell you, I got a lot of shit.
He just said his shit was $30, bro. A nigga probably have been like, you feel me?
Yeah, but
I asked
it's
the
yo,
store.
it's been
that's
shit.
how much the bitches cost.
It's been shit that came in here, like Prada's. If you've been in here, you know you can get some real shit for $250. You can get some shit for the low. You feel me? And you know, of course, it would take you to dig deeper into asking people where they got their fit and shit in there. But that's the fun part about it, knowing like, oh, I got this Balenciaga hoodie on, and he thinking I paid retail for this shit. Little did he know, I got this shit for.
I done talked the nigga on grill down.
Exactly.
Like Subi's
I
hit
paid
the
that nigga
internet
instantly.
hard recently.
right.
That's like a, you know, if you really knew, you knew. That's like a 3, 4, 5-year-old thing now. You feel me? But
Subi's at home is fucked up.
you can go on Google right now. Subi Chich jeans on sale, and they'll be right there. But people don't even take what we saying. Like, picture if the internet isn't there, we have a little bit harder time with doing what we like to do. But a regular human, why you can't get on the internet? You asking me? Yeah, I got this for retail. I got up and at 11 o'clock I was on the website.
Use your smartphone for other
You know what?
Instagram.
Honestly, bro, I really think that's just us. Like that's our generation.
Yeah, no funny shit. I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this. I really think it comes in genetics. Like this being fly shit, like it's really just your genetics. Like you gotta have it in you. Be like, yo, I'm gonna find this piece. I'm gonna find it for a good ass price.
That shit is fun. That's
That's the
fun.
one though. That's the one.
Bullshit together and be just really thinking they got that shit on. Like,
Exactly.
Bro, I think it's
It's
all
honestly not
based off
fair,
of shoes, bro.
But I get it.
Yeah, like we all kind of wanted to search for shoes, search for what we wanted and shit like that. Like our shoes had to be like the staple at first, and then it branched off the clothes. So like now it's like natural for us to like search and keep going. Like you know what I mean? Go the extra mile for like our clothes, our shoes. It's just something that I don't know. It's just birthed. Like like you said,
like genetics.
We
It's
all
all
kind of
takes
probably grew up.
brain.
We sitting here and really delved into how we all got started or what made us do what. It'll probably all usually come from the same base or around the same area.
I think that shit is fun to us just because like I don't know, bro. Our generation.
And like
is
he was
different.
saying, think about it. If you go through the 80s, crack era, they don't got nothing on.
Yeah,
Not nothing important.
Yeah.
But then they got that Adidas on. And it's like, yo, he got them, you feel me? Then
White
you
and
go to
black
the
shell heads. It might be something that
That's
simple.
that was
but
something to them.
We got white and black
But
shell heads.
that's like where it started. For
Yeah,
real.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, to even look at the Wu-Tang and just the
They must
progression
have
of
loved
their
that right there, that
season.
shell head
Like that
talk.
90s era, all the stuff that we
I like that.
trip off of nowadays, that the show was all like, oh, they was wearing that. And it's like you said, influence, whatever the case may be. It's like, if we didn't have the internet, those would be the people that we would have to look at to be like, what is he wearing?
That's
What is
music
this? What
videos.
is
That was
it's like,
music and fashion.
that's why we wore jerseys like we wore jerseys. Everybody that was an
button ups.
Nike boot. I mean, I ain't gonna say that was a kind of a staple for us, but you know, other places probably started wearing Nike boots because they seen Jim and all of them, and it's like we were kind of right there in the mix. If we don't have the internet, we right there, so we kind of start the rabbit hole, like because we had to figure it out after a while. Styles changing, you seeing people wearing different stuff, like.
It's just so crazy how this shit just connects, bro. Like,
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
everything.
Yeah, at the end of the day, culture, that's what it connects us. Like music, everybody loves music. And we like our artists and we see what they wear naturally in music videos, and that's what I feel like the essence of streetwear is. Like music, hip hop, and fashion. It's like hand in hand. We can't have one without the other.
Well, we kind of running out of time. Niggas got shit to do. Niggas got work in the morning. So I think we're gonna end it there.
That was a good ass episode.
Great conversation with my
Absolutely.
guy. Definitely.
Appreciate you for coming through, bro.
Definitely.
Beautiful conversation with y'all. I
Um,
appreciate this. Gotta do it again.
And let's ask the people. What do y'all think the fashion industry, sneakers, the whole outlook of this shit would be without social media? Let us know in the comments, DM us or whatever, and keep answering them questions. And we might bring you on here one day.
Well, I got a question to piggyback off of that. What would be one of the biggest brands that fell off without social media? Like something that we used to always wear, but that shit died now.
Right.
Without social media?
Without social media,
Okay.
What do you think would not have died?
Like Sean
I would have to think
Sean
about
John,
that.
food,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's another question.
Yeah, answer them down here. Answer in the comments. What y'all think?
That's
think
wild, cause that's some years we've been out.
Yeah.
That's like 10 years almost.
You gonna have the old head sound like Janko jeans and shit like
But
that.
they came back.
Jabos.
Go on Google, right? You can go on the website.
Yeah,
You
they
told
come
me they came back. I swear to you. I swear to
I seen somebody put a whole laptop in their pants.
Nah, Grandeur was just selling a pair of Janko jeans.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
it
what I'm
was.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Shout out to
Appreciate
y'all.
y'all though.
Shout out to
Tuning
you.
in.
Looking for a sign? This is it.